Alright guys, welcome to part 2. We've finished up the descent and now we've started an Unthinkable Alliance. We started this one in mid-battle, and so let's get to it. So, when we ended the last video, the Jedi and his companions faced against the Emperor, who completely put them all down for the count with one gigantic blast of lightning. A few cutscenes later, and we start this this next quest here. So, we are in an Unthinkable Alliance. We're still in the Emperor's base, but apparently now no one wants to attack us. Let's find out why.
Don't let him win. Free yourself. You're stronger than his influence. Fight.
Master Orgus? What happened?
The Emperor clouded your mind in darkness. Made you do terrible things. You've been the Emperor's pawn a long time, but you're finally free.
I've been under his control for days? Weeks?
Time has less meaning for me than you. Long enough. You're still aboard the Emperor's fortress. The enemy is everywhere, but they think you serve them. Keep your true nature secret. Find a way out. Your dark ally will help.
I'll play along until I can break free. Thank you, old friend.
The Force is with you again. Be strong.
Stop muttering to yourself, Acolyte. Today we test your ability to extract information from the enemy. Knowledge is power. Our enemies possess the secrets to their own annihilation. We must learn everything.
I'm ready for my lesson. Please instruct me.
One of the scum you arrived with awaits interrogation. You'll conduct it while I watch.
Which particular bit of scum are you referring to? I came here with several.
The Jedi girl. I understand she used to be one of us. Follow me. I'll instruct you in using the Tormentor device.
I look forward to it. After you.
So the bomb just dropped, guys. The Emperor took over our mind. No other storyline in the game has quite the cool reveal that that one does. And now we've finally broken free thanks to old Master Orgus, our master from Tython, which, by the way, puts him now firmly in the category of the handiest master in the game that you get. He has definitely, cut his teeth and proven his worth as, the guy to be there with you in the crunch. So, let's move on. I'm going to pause for just a second. We're going to grab a utility, and then we're going to move right ahead. Alright, here we go. Poor Kira.
Let's begin. It's a simple device. 3 inducement settings, each inflicting greater pain on the subject. The Tormentor monitors the subject's vital signs, stopping just short of delivering lethal damage. Still quite agonizing, however.
I know you're still in there. You're not one of them. If I beat him, you can too.
Proceed with the lowest inducement setting. Get your subject focused.
The Tormentor isn't functioning, Overseer. It needs repair.
The Tormentor isn't functioning. It needs repair. Stay here while I sort this out. If the containment field fails, the subject may attempt to escape.
I thought he'd never leave. You're free. Let's get going.
I'd kiss you if we weren't in the middle of Sith Central. This place is crawling with Sith who don't know you're back to normal, but you won't fool them forever. We need to leave. Quick. T7 and the others are still in the docking bay, locked in cages. We can free everyone and take back the ship.
We have to warn the Jedi Council about what's happened.
One thing at a time. First, we need to get out of here alive.
Amen to that. Alright, so we got Kira Carson back. Let's jam out of here as quickly as possible. One of the only times in the game you're going to be able to run around all these Sith and Imperial troops without any of them attacking you. Soak it in. Gotta be careful about how we do this. I don't want to be in the middle of a rocket boost and cut Kira out of the next cutscene. What's this? Speak to Lord Scourge. That's right, guys. If you haven't guessed it yet, here's the reveal.
Step away from my ship. We're leaving.
If I wished to fight, I would not have freed your crew, or killed these guards. More guards will come. Shall we go before they arrive?
Free Master Tol Braga and my fellow Jedi, and I'll consider it.
If they were here, I'd have liberated them as well.
I could have killed you on Quesh had I wanted. Did you never wonder why I hesitated?
I have waited over 300 years to see the face that came to me in a vision. Your face.
How can that possibly be true?
I am much older than you think. Only a few beings have ever broken the Emperor's domination. You and that girl are special.
Kira and I have the power to destroy your master.
Not yet. Not without my help. Though the Emperor seeks to conceal his true plans, I have seen them. That vision has driven me to this. I pledge my loyalty to you. Take me to your Jedi Council on Tython, and I'll reveal why.
We're not actually considering this. I mean, he's obviously full of awful.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm with Doc. This is a trap.
I seek to save this galaxy from annihilation. Without my help, your ship will never escape. I can guide you to freedom.
An old friend told me I'd meet a dark ally here. I think he meant you.
I will always be Sith. But that does not mean we can't work together.
Time is a luxury we no longer possess. We must go now. I will navigate us through the defense grid.
By far and away, one of the best cross-faction companions you're gonna get. Not, without a doubt. I'm actually gonna hang on to him for just a sec while we travel over to Tython. So, some major bombs dropped. 1, the Emperor wiped out the entire Jedi Strike team, but kept them all alive. 2, he put you under mental domination, and according to some letters that we get from Kira later on in the game, we know that it was a long time, not quite a year, definitely under a year, but still a pretty lengthy stay as part of the dark side. You did a lot of terrible things. They don't exactly allude to what they are, but later on, when you're on the planet Rishi, you'll do a side quest and they talk a little bit more about it there. All right, let's go ahead and head over to Tython and we'll wrap this baby up. Some other significant moments there. The Emperor's Wrath himself has now joined up with the Jedi Knight's quest to go ahead and try to defeat the Emperor. We haven't learned why yet. We'll find that out on Tython. But that's a really significant move. That's one of the Emperor's most powerful allies and associates, and now he's on your team. There's a lot of times in this game where we'll see a Sith character corrupt a Jedi, but I happen to like this one a lot, where a Sith willingly comes over to this faction. He doesn't change his moral alignment, but the reasons that bring him over here are pretty special. And since we will see Lord Scourge in the next cutscenes anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Kira.
You need me.
Let's go.
And if we absolutely must have Scourge to see the Jedi Council with, then I'll just grab him back. But I believe he will have a presence in there, whether I have him as my active companion or not. And the more of my crew members that use the Force I can get into this cutscene, the more I will do. I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. Why do we have to keep going through these orbital stations? I don't know. Design element from the initial game. It used to take a lot longer to load these planets. They made some improvements back, I believe, in the first major expansion during McKeb. But yeah, the orbital stations stayed in.
It's been so long. We thought you were lost forever.
The mission to seize the Emperor has failed.
Yeah,
He's
no
more
kidding, it
powerful than we
failed.
realized. Master Braga, Liha Nerez, and Warren Sidoro are still missing. The Emperor's wrath helped us escape. He betrayed his master to join our side.
Sith serve no one but themselves.
I altered my loyalties to avert a threat to myself and you. Jedi are not alone in seeing the future. Centuries ago, I had a vision of the Emperor destroying the galaxy. Republic, Empire, everything gone. This Jedi has the power to stop him.
Extinguishing all life in every star system? No one could do that.
He wields power no Jedi or Sith has dreamed of. The renewed war is merely a diversion to conceal the Emperor's designs. His true plans are already in motion across the galaxy. One by one, every star system will simply die. Trillions will perish.
How does that benefit the Emperor?
He'll feed on those deaths to become more powerful than all the Jedi and Sith combined. An immortal being of unlimited power.
Are you the only Sith who learned the truth of his plans?
If others have, they're dead. Or serving him without realizing the cost. 1,000 years ago, the Emperor tricked an entire Sith world into aiding a dark ritual. He promised great power. Only for himself, of course. The ritual consumed every living thing on the planet. He absorbed those life essences through the Force.
That explains how he's lived so long, and where all his power comes from.
That was merely one world. Imagine what he'll become after consuming millions. The Emperor has manipulated events for centuries towards one goal. Performing an even greater ritual that will destroy this galaxy. But the ritual requires a great sacrifice to begin. Billions of simultaneous deaths. He seeks to commit genocide on Belsavis.
That prison world holds the worst filth captured by the Republic. Mass murderers, tyrants, even captured Sith Lords.
We've kept the planet's location secret for decades. If the Emperor has found it.
Once a sacrifice occurs, the Emperor's ritual cannot be stopped. We must save Belsavis.
We? Your role in this is over, Sith.
Put away your weapon, Master Caden. The Sith is cooperating. He'll come with me.
I know the Emperor's ways. Belsavis is not the only world in danger. We must find the others, and I cannot help you from a prison cell. Like it or not, we need each other.
He's right. I can feel the truth. Without his help, we are all dead. The Council will concentrate on locating other worlds at risk, and finding our missing friends. I'm counting on you to stop the Emperor's plans.
I know this has been hard for you to accept, but it's our best hope. I promise I won't fail.
Contact me when you reach Belsavis. And don't rely too closely on your ally.
I'm disrupting the fabled Jedi calm. I suggest we depart.
He likes putting out a lot of jabs towards Jedi. Alright guys, that wraps that quest up. So, some major revelations, and I'm just going to throw this out at you guys. If you are the type of player who thinks that running around with Lord Scourge is the companion for you, I say go for it. I love Kira Carsa to death because she is obviously my romantic interest for my Jedi Knight, but Scourge is cool. He's a lot of fun. If you're playing the light side character, he'll disapprove of almost everything that you do, but if you play somewhere in the middle or dark side, he is going to love you, and you're going to build up affection with him super quick. Also, he has some of the most interesting conversation options when you bring him onto quests from this point out on the planets Belsavis, Voss, and Corellia. So I highly recommend that if you are interested in using him as a companion, just go ahead and make that step. I'll be keeping Kira out for my companion for the rest of my run, just for continuity's sake and because I just happen to love her. But I do say that of all the other companions you could be pulling out with you, Scourge is definitely one of the best. Anyway, guys, that is it. We are done with An Unthinkable Alliance, and that wraps up that intermediate section of the Jedi Knight storyline that just makes it so unique and so different. Because now we know what drives the Sith Emperor. None of the other plot lines really deal with that as much as this one does, which is one of the reasons that this plot line, especially once you get into the expansions, makes so much sense on why this becomes canon. When you start having face-to-face conversations with the Emperor about what it is that he has done, you have a deep personal connection to it. You have been under his control, you have freed your Padawan from his control, you have learned from one of his former subordinates about his master plan, and then you have seen how that plan unfolds through multiple planets. It's great, guys. So if you haven't learned to love the Jedi Knight by this point in the storyline, hopefully this is giving you a new appreciation for it for when you finally do step into the expansions. The Prelude, the Revan expansion, and of course Knights of the Fallen Empire. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for following me this long. If you do like my videos, please go ahead and like the videos and subscribe to my channel, guys. I'd love to see what you guys think of some of the other videos that I do. Until then, feel free to put any questions, comments, or concerns in the area below, and we will see you next time.